broadcast network, AfterBuzz TV. Over 20 million weekly downloads in over 150 countries, and your #1 source for after-show entertainment. AfterBuzz TV, the destination for TV superfans, producing after-shows for over 300 of your favorite TV shows, interviewing celebrities and showrunners, and bringing you behind-the-scenes exclusives. All thanks to E! Entertainment's Maria Menounos, producer Kevin Undergaro, and internet leader Akamai. Now, let the buzz begin!
What up, AfterBuzz? Your boy DJ Jesse Janedy here in studio for E's newest show, WAGS, AfterBuzz TV's after show. Trust to try, because some of these bitches are trusting, not trusting, and some of these dudes be trying it. I have with us, we have Miss Shar Jossell.
Hello, everyone. How y'all doing?
Wow, that was
nice
right
to the Janet dance.
You know, Janet always
I need a Janet move for my
She makes
intro.
me feel some kind of way. Miss Jackson.
And Janet Jackson's #1 super fan, Derrial Christon.
What's up, Janet? How you doing? No, what's up, everybody? How you doing? What's up? We on WAGS.
Yes, Derrial standing for some Janet.
That's right.
All right, standing for the show, love it, obsessed. Like, it's just the perfect amount of
can't get
balance of
enough.
drama, but Kardashian-esque kind of reality documentary kind of feel to it.
Yeah.
Like, Basketball Wives to me has just become so...
Shade. That was shade right there. That was
I mean,
already
I feel
shade.
it.
We 30 seconds in. That's shade.
See, my thing is I just watch too much of the, like, over-the-top, ratchet,
Right.
like, Basketball
Yeah,
Wives, Love and
yeah.
Hip-Hop scripted shows. Where this is, it's nice to feel like, okay, it may have been a little setup, but it's in the beginning stages of where, you know, they're just saying to the girls, like, hey, girl, like, we need you to meet us here at this time, and then they show up and they're like, oh, fuck. Like,
Yeah.
I enjoy that. It's raw, it's new for these girls, and I'm excited to see how
Too
these
bad
girls
they
kinda...
don't have Kardashian lighting in the confessionals. Because
Well,
the
Olivia
four
is-
Kardashian makeup artists.
Olivia and Natalie, they got that.
I jotted down both Ashley and Barbie. I don't know who did Barbie's makeup, and I'm not here for the dragging, but Barbie's contour, that cheek contour, looked like my foundation shade. This is a white woman. I was like, oh my, and it seems like the light is down by their feet shining up. These are things that I just noticed. It seems like the light is down by their feet shining
Yeah.
up versus like how the Kardashians have that halo light.
I feel
Halo.
you. I feel you. I mean, I just can't get enough of this show, though. I can't lie. I mean,
It
we
is.
had Natalie and Nicole last week, and they already are my favorites. And I love seeing what they're going to be doing every
I miss
every
Natalie.
week. You did.
Adriana Lima Natalie.
Yeah.
She's my favorite. This is my first time watching
Wait, you're
this
talking
show.
about Olivia?
I think you're talking about Olivia.
No, there's Olivia and Natalie, right?
Olivia's the one that you said looked like
Adriana
Adriana.
Lima. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Natalie's the one with the Jessie J haircut.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
But we
Well,
have.
is Olivia dropping by?
Olivia's
She was
dropping
supposed to
by
be here
next week,
tonight, but
so
she'll be here next
really
week.
excited
Yeah.
for that.
Oh, well,
Because
I'll
Olivia's
be hanging around because I want to meet her and
my
get a
fave.
selfie.
Hey.
She's my fave too.
All right, so the girls, well, we don't start with them. We start with Ashley. Let's talk about Ashley's situation. Sound like a damn chalkboard.
Yeah.
All right. So Ashley has been with Deshaun for 11 years. They have a child together, Charlie.
Charlie.
And there's been this marriage talk. Now, I wonder if Ashley has gay friends, because I know if my female friend had been telling me that she with a man for 11 years, I'd be looking at her like, girl. And how does he respond to you when you bring up the word marriage?
He avoids it.
But he don't even avoid it. He just be like on some like, no.
Yeah, I mean, that can't be easy. It was kind of difficult to watch, but you know what? People will only put up with what people allow
That's what I'm
themselves to go
saying.
through.
It's hard for me to have a lot of sympathy in the situation because of the fact that she has stayed with him. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So at the end of the day, she wants to be with him. She's been getting advice from everyone. You talking about, you know, she's asked her mother, she's asked her friends, and I'm sure her friends are trying to tell her also to ride along with it because she is. You know what I'm saying? And I mean, he does seem to love her. I mean, and marriage is not the. I mean, I get it for more for a woman than a man. Marriage is the, you know,
Like the end all
the end
be
all
all.
be all. You know, that's what a lot of women are taught to do and be with their man for. But at the end of the day, they've been together for a while. They got a child. I mean, aren't they at this point common law? I mean,
Well, I don't know. He
I
ain't living
believe
in the
so.
house if he you know what I mean, out traveling a lot.
They're common law.
Yeah, but if
they're
it
common
doesn't
law.
matter as long as the house is under his name and she's living there. You know what I mean? Like, I think that's, I don't know
I
how
think
it
it's
all
7 years
qualifies,
for
but-
common law. I don't know. Each state might be different, and each state might not even have a common law that applies to it. But that is, I don't know. It's just kind of like, girl, maybe he wants an Oprah Stedman type relationship. But I believe that she has already spent so much time with him. Like I said, this is my first time watching the show. So she spent so much time with him that she might as well, I mean, I don't want to sound, anti-woman or whatever, but she might as well just hang in there. I mean, there have to be perks with being his fiance.
And having his child.
That come with it. And having his child.
Yeah, but we live in this world, well, they live in this world where they're talking about girlfriends versus being a wife and being
Yeah.
this.
Yeah, but that's silly stuff.
I mean, it is
That is
silly.
silly. It's
It is
very
silly,
silly.
but they legit live this lifestyle. You heard them talking about last week. It was like one girl got pregnant, she gets a push present. So because you pushed out a kid, you get a
Yeah.
present. Like there's these rules and stuff. And not only that, but I kind of wonder if she shades Olivia and Natalie because
Those are the cute girls,
the
right?
cousins
Okay.
who are just girlfriends.
Okay.
And I wonder if she shades them because she feels like, well, we're not on the same level, and I don't want anyone to compare us on the same level. But you ain't married.
And I said this last week. At one point, all of them were not married. So why are you shading
That
the
confuses me.
new girls, or who aren't married yet? Because at one point, you all were not married. You know what I'm saying? So what's the difference?
And different rules apply for different relationships. Just because she's the girlfriend doesn't mean she could be getting the same thing as you, if not more.
Oh, because
You
I mean,
never know the perks.
Natalie, is it Natalie? No, Nicole looks like she gets pretty.
They all
free
look
reign,
comfortable to me.
You know what I mean?
They all look pretty.
Well,
damn
Olivia doesn't have a
comfortable.
boyfriend right now. Olivia's kind of just free balling it. But Nicole does. Obviously, we heard Sean today. She talked about him.
Right.
But Deshaun set a date, June 28th.
He is so fine, by the way.
Deshaun.
Yes.
He got
to
the
me,
T-Pain like.
I know he's
haircut.
so fine. I have a thing for the football player build. As long as they're not fat, they have to. It has to be solid.
That's your thing.
I do. I don't know. I feel like I've been conditioned to like this just based on my past dating history. But I do have someone like just looking at him. I was like, now that's a man.
So you would
There you
wait
go.
the 11 years, is what you're saying?
I didn't say all of that. I didn't say all of that. But, it all depends. I'm not saying that I wouldn't, and I'm not saying that I would. I'm not one of those girls who's rushing to get married, though.
11 years, I wouldn't say is rushing, but I just wonder if he's looking at like, all right, we're gonna get married, and then what's gonna be the next thing you're on me about?
Yeah.
Like, she seems like that kind
She
of
does
a person.
seem a little
like-
bit naggy.
But then at the same time, it's like you get these girls, and their job is to be housewives, and so she's doing is trying to keep the house together and build a house, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, here's the thing: you also have to play your position. And granted, I get it. 11 years, she probably feels like she has played her position. But when you start to become nagging, I mean, this dude has got plenty of women that are coming after him. So,
Baby.
at one point, you kind of got to like just either you gonna stay with him or you're not. You know what
But
I'm saying?
love is love, and I feel like at this point at 11 years, girl, you should now be like at the point of like, well then, this
feel
is
like-
what I need. This is what I need out of the situation. If this
Yeah.
ain't happening right now, then I need to carry on from the situation.
She's not gonna leave.
I
I'm
know
sorry.
she's not gonna do that,
The
but
checks
that's-
are real.
but
And I mean, I
I'm
don't
sure
know
they
her,
are.
and I hope she comes on the show and we can talk to her about it. But the checks are real.
But
so.
I feel like let him know. Let him know like, okay, this isn't about the checks. Like, I don't care. I'm gonna
Yeah.
walk out with your daughter. And you can see your daughter when you're around and in town, but I'm not playing this game no more. I want you to claim me. I want to feel like I am your wife. I've been with you for 11 years. I haven't bitched with you for 11 years. It's not like we're talking 4 or 5 years.
Yeah.
We're talking like over a decade.
Over a decade. The 11-year reference made me just think just now of the Mary J. Blige song, Not Gonna Cry from the Waiting to Exhale soundtrack.
You took it back.
Because she just
took it back
'cause
with
that's
that one.
That's a lyric in
Took it
there.
back.
Well, all the time
know
that I was
there are
loving
no
you.
guarantees.
Okay.
They're not. They're not. And I think Bernadine was with whatever her husband for 11 years.
11 years.
That's Angela Bassett's character
She
in the
is,
movie.
but I love that you call her Bernadine. I love you for
Bernie, as they call her, Bernie. She was with him. I believe it was for 11. That's one of my favorite
it was, too.
movies. So that reference, it just hang in there, girl. Do what you think
what
is
Mama
best for
told you.
that. I think he'll marry her. I do. I mean, I think that it just probably her in his ear all the time. He got a lot of pressure on him too. You know what I'm saying? And her in his ear is not helping the situation. And he may just need a little bit of step back.
What do you
break.
think the delay is? What do you all think is holding him back from just walking down the aisle with her?
Well, they were talking about how some of the players wait till after they're retired to like really settle down in
Why?
that. That's interesting to me. Why?
Why?
I don't know. And then I mean the way he dismisses her to me, is the most appalling part. Like, I could not be her friend up in the house because if I saw that, I'd be like,
Witnessing
Deshaun.
that. Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Well, I also think that people get comfortable. You know what I'm saying? They've been together for a while. He's probably like, listen, I mean, I got this already on lock. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no rush. Because at the end of the day, he probably knows she's not really going to leave. You know what I'm saying? So if you know that, hey, you know.
I want to know when they were asked to do this show. Because it usually takes like a year to 2 years before a show gets started. And so I'm wondering if it was 3 years ago that this was proposed to them. That maybe they're holding off because that would have been 11 years. So what, like 9 years they would have been together. So that would have been like, okay, well, let's wait for the reality show and then we can get married on the reality show. Because I'm wondering if that's what we're going to lead to at the end of this season.
Yeah.
With the wedding. So we saw some of the save the dates, which looked like damn VH1, Mama D, Yandy, Mendices.
Some of the stuff that she was looking at reminded me of Oprah's Legends Ball. The invite for
you're
that.
Right though. I just got a visual of that. You're right. That's funny as hell.
Sorry, you all. Those of you who watch me on Bad Girls Club and other things, you all know that my references are I pull from everything. But some of the with the embellishments and the feathers, and it reminded me of
that second one, right?
Yeah. It reminded me of the Legends Ball with Oprah.
The third one I wasn't feeling. It was like kind of way too out. It was like futuristic, the plaque.
Yeah.
The black thing. Yeah, that was
But I did get the whole Mendices Yandy
with the first one.
It looked like a party flyer. Like a tastefully done
It did.
Photoshop party flyer.
Like 2-for-1 drinks, happy hour, you know what I mean? We go ahead and get ladies in before 7, free before 7. I can't. So what was another thing we saw with Ashley? So Ashley then talked to her mom. Well, and then we're gonna get Brian McKnight walking her down the aisle, or singing her down.
Is he gonna do the pussy song, or is he gonna do a love song?
You know what? Funny story about Brian McKnight. I heard that he has the tartest, rankest breath of all R&B singers. I heard this a few years ago. But you know what? We all have our moments. But I just felt the need to share that. I heard that breath was karate chopping people.
I mean, it's been working for a long time. You know, maybe it's a tide.
You know what? Listerine is real cheap at CVS. It's $4.99. Actually, $2.99 on
But
special.
halitosis is very expensive.
It's real. But you just got to let it sit for like a good... Make sure those 60 seconds, you take all those moments of 60 seconds
just
for
let
your
it
Listerine.
burn.
Let it
Feel
burn.
the
Even if it tingles, keep it in.
And at this rate, he can get Winterfresh to damn sponsor him.
Yeah. Do a little cute Jamie Foxx jingle.
Oh, boy.
Ashley talking about...
Like, as you talk about, I'm like...
No, your breath is fine.
Oh, I be feeling it all the time.
Your breath is fine.
Ashley and Sasha go to the Grand Ballroom to check out
Beautiful
the space.
venue.
Gorgeous.
Beautiful.
I gotta say, the one thing that I really do love about Ashley...
That's the one with the lisp, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
She's a part of the Beehive.
She does love some Beyonce. She referenced her like 3 times tonight.
Yes, twice, but yes.
Yes, Ashley knows what is up. I may not agree with her life decisions, but because she has an apparent allegiance to the king bee, she definitely knows what's up. So shout out to her for that.
She said, I love this place because it looks like a Beyonce video.
It looks like Partition or the beginning of Jealous. And I noticed that when she got her tattoo in between her breasts, that's from the Heaven video.
It is.
Which looks like the tattoos that Beyonce sells, those metal ones.
Yeah. But specifically in between the breast, Beyonce got, if you all have, which you all should, okay? That was an iconic album. But she gets the tattoo
Beyonce plug.
In between her breasts, and that's exactly what Ashley got. And I really liked the tattoo, the Native American one. I can't remember her name. Nicole got that.
We love her.
Which shout out to Nicole, one of my best friends growing up, also part of the Micmac tribe.
Oh, you know her?
I don't know Nicole. I mean, we met her last week.
She was last week, our guest.
Are you a part of a Native American tribe?
I'm not, but I grew up with Native Americans. I grew up on like a reservation. I was
you're Greek and Native American?
No, just Greek, but I grew up with natives.
Mix.
Yes, I mean, I understand their cultures very well.
Well, I have a question for you guys though, because one of the big debates on the show tonight was about getting a name of a person that you're dating but not married to. So would you get a name of someone you were just dating and not married to?
You want to go first or you want me to?
Go ahead.
Hell no.
Why hell no? Why?
Because I don't even have my own mother's name on me, okay? And she means the world to me. That's just not my style. I don't even care if we are married. I am not that girl. I'm not getting your name on me. I'm not, because things can, whether you're
First,
married.
do you have tattoos?
I do. I have two tattoos. One is of my initials.
Because we have to get that out of the
Right,
way.
you do.
If you are,
It's very
because I
important.
have no tattoos.
I don't either.
And
I want one though.
You know what? I want
one.
them both removed. One is of my
Why?
initials I got when I was 18, and the other is of this like Haitian, like Creole, because my father is of Haitian descent. My mother is of Louisiana Creole descent, and it's an agu. And I got it for my 22nd birthday, and I want them both removed because I don't really like. At the time I got them, I thought I couldn't live without them, and now it's just like, girl, get that like. But I was never a big tattoo person. But my thing is, no, I would never get anyone else's name on me because things can, whether you are married or in a relationship, things can always change. That's the most tasteful way to put it. You put it better than I would have. Things always.
Well, what were you gonna say?
I
I
wanna
want to
know
know
what
what you were gonna say.
Nothing. Let me adjust my halo.
No. Listen, throw that halo to the ground. Tell us what you really was gonna say up in here.
I was just going to use some more colorful language to describe that. But things can always change. Life is constantly changing. Whether you're in a relationship or not, life is constantly in motion, and you just never know. And I'll be damned if we have a messy breakup
I'll be damned
or a clean breakup, and I look down and I have to see your name on my inner thigh leading to my lady parts every time I shower or use the bathroom.
Well,
All right. What about you, Jesse?
so I have no tattoos. I'm just like a psycho person who's like, the only tattoo I've ever wanted was my name in Greek, because my name in Greek means gift from God. So I was like, oh, that would be kind of cool, like in
That's dope.
Greek, to have
I like
it
that.
written down my forearm. And then I was like, really though, Jesse, like, you know what your name means. Like, why
You
do you
should have been
to,
by
like,
my side when I was 18.
to be
and when
given
I
that
was
kind
22.
of advice? I talk everybody out of a tattoo. Although my other best friend, bitch, is tatted up like you wouldn't even know.
Right.
So, but then I think about it. If I was to really find somebody, I think I would maybe not get a name, but do something as far as like, I've seen some people with like matching ones or
Like some
something like
symbolic
that.
Chloe and
stuff.
Lamar got the K and L
Yeah.
right here.
Something
They
like
both
that.
do.
It's
Something
small,
that even if you
it's
broke
cute.
up, you still could keep, and it works.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I feel you.
I still don't want that.
But
What
the
do
thing
you
is
think?
like,
You
I'm
don't
just
even-
not a tattoo person, so I just don't even see it
either.
really turning to that place. Like, I'll be
either.
like, we can get like.
Well, the funny thing is, I was never a tattoo person, but now I'm all about.
Derrial, do you even
giving
have
it to- I
tattoos?
don't have a tattoo. That's what I'm saying. I
You
wasn't
two
a tattoo
don't. I'm
person.
the one- I'm
but
the-
I want one now. But I want it to mean something, because if I'm gonna have it on my body for the rest of my life, I want it to really mean something. So to answer the question, that I would not put a tattoo on myself of someone who I was just dating, unless it's kind of like what you said. We had some kind of symbolic thing that if I broke up with you, I don't have
Like
Aisha,
the infinity sign or something.
I don't have
Right.
I don't have Octavia written all over my joint. You know what I'm saying?
Octavia.
You know, I don't know where the hell Octavia came from, but it did.
But like,
come.
what about Autumn? Like she said, like he can get some leaves and I can get like some twigs or something. You know what I mean? Like
But that's
it's
cool
like
though, because I still
an idea of.
and that could mean, you know, to me it's like, you know, it could mean something that happened in your life, but you can move on from it, and maybe, you know, if you date somebody else, it still is something that you can have on your body, and it doesn't offend the person you're dating.
See, I'm not
That's
the
it.
person to bring to a tattoo party, because then I start questioning. I'm like, so he gonna do everybody here? Like, is that
let's check the-
sanitary?
yeah,
Well, they
Me
always give you
too.
new needles.
I don't go to tattoo parties. I went to a parlor for my tattoos. Okay, and then on top
Thank
of that,
you.
and then
I
on
mean,
top
new
of that,
Because LA is really big with tattoo parties.
Oh, absolutely.
Like, I
LA's
remember
big
I
with
was at
every
this
kind
one
of
party.
Is it really?
Girl, and at
Every
like
kind of party in
2:30 in the morning, all of a sudden this man came in and just laid all this stuff out, and I
and
was
you hear
just
the
looking
needle
like,
buzzing. See, I know people who have in
and like
college
on
in
a whim,
particular.
just came out and was just like, "Yeah, I'm gonna get a tattoo. Can I get a like what?"
Let me get a star. I know this girl in college. She has like 4 names tattooed on her. One of my cousin's baby
Bitch,
mamas.
this is not Santa's like Christmas list.
One of
like,
my cousin's baby mamas has
Let me catch up. One of my cousin's baby's mamas. Okay, I got it.
has our family name tattooed on her. It says Mrs. Jossell. Well, since my name is out there, Mrs. Jossell. And the Jossell family, everybody knows, is a bunch of bougie Southerners, and we don't play that, okay? And so that is just, she got tattoos everywhere. And my cousin, what's funny is the cousin whose baby mama it is, he's not even technically blood. He was like adopted and like a step cousin, like adopted.
so they
him.
really looking like.
So yeah, some of my aunts, okay, listen, my family's older, okay, and like I said, they are bougie Southerners, bougie old Creole Southerners, and they're like, I am Miss Jossell type thing. So,
Wait, you just color purpled us. You was like,
well, I mean, shout out to my family. I'm not dragging them through the mud, but it's to know them is to love them. That's the best
feel
way
that.
I
I
could
feel
put it.
that.
That's what we call family.
I feel that.
So speaking of bougie, Barbie invited some of the girls to see Sheldon's game.
Hockey game,
Hockey
right?
game, yeah. And have you guys ever been to a hockey game?
I have several.
No.
Look at my face.
No, I'm the same way.
Listen,
No.
they're fun. I like them because you get a beer and you get a fight. You know
I
what
don't
I'm saying?
like beer and I don't like watching fights.
Yeah, but see, they were
I'm
sitting
not
in
the
the
world,
world, but
I'm
they were in a
Thank
weird
you.
section.
I don't make no sense to me. People be stay
I love
watching
it.
World Star fights. Like I can't.
No, it's
I am
weird to
not
me.
that
They were
girl.
they were just kind of in the VIP top area, which they weren't really watching the game. Or
But the
watching,
point is,
watching
Derrial,
the
okay,
match.
you've been to this.
Yeah.
The point is to go to those rooms to get shit-faced drunk and eat food.
Right, and watch the fights.
Why were the girls acting like that? Like Natalie and Olivia were just so out there and out of control.
Because
don't like
they're
them.
gonna hate on them regardless because they are fun. They're the fun girls. You know what I'm saying?
Aren't they younger than everyone too?
Yeah,
It seems like they're
I
younger.
don't know if they're that much younger than everybody else, but the thing is, I think all the other girls are intimidated by them because they are so much fun. They're obviously beautiful and
Very beautiful.
They don't give a shit. You know what I'm saying? They go, they have fun.
But
they
Barbie,
jumping
you
on the
pretty
ducks.
too. Like, you know what I mean? I'm not taking
Barbie-
it away from the
Barbie's
other
slamming,
girls. The
you
other
know?
girls are pretty.
No, all the girls are pretty, but I'm saying
But Natalie and
It's
Olivia
petty.
stand out.
they stand out. And once again, I think that the fact that they have the attitude that they really don't give a crap.
A shit.
I
they
loved
don't
how
like
they
that.
showed up and Ashley was like, "Oh, traffic must have been heavy," and they were kind of like, "Or nah,
Yeah, they don't care.
No, we were
just
just
got
late,
here. Right.
Because we weren't trying to watch the beginning of the game, like, and you guys clearly don't like us, so we showed up when you guys might be a little tipsy and loose, and here we
Yep.
are.
And-
Now to Barbie's defense. Now, if I bring you to the thing, you and I hang out a lot. I love a good time and love when we get tipsy. But the fact that they were humping the duck in front of all those people,
Okay.
that kind of took it to the
Now,
next level. I can't
it
lie.
was
I
cool
can't
at
lie.
first, but
I
then
can't
when
lie.
she was on the ground in front of those people
in front-
eating,
and
it was
kids,
like,
you gotta,
girl.
That was
don't get me
in
wrong.
poor
I like a good
taste.
time, and I like a girl who has a good time. But they do take it to the next level. So I will be weary of sometimes being like, are they gonna take it to the extra level, or are they gonna be chill tonight? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That wasn't in poor taste. I will agree with you on that.
But I love them though.
But at the end of the day, it's also kind of like it's a hockey game, like,
See, with me,
and
when
it's
I
a
go-
duck coming up into the space, like,
Right, that is
acting
true.
a fool, and the duck was acting a fool.
Sometimes I get where they're coming from as far as how bored they were, because when I go to sporting events, I know my father took me to a lot of Bulls games growing up and things like that. Sporting events never appeal to me. They just don't. I'm sorry. I'm not sorry, because I mean,
don't
I,
need to be sorry
I
for
said
that, you know what I mean?
to reference
Lots of people
Nene,
don't
I
like
said
sports.
what
Well,
I said.
Right.
But I used to only go for the concessions,
Yep.
the $8 pretzel, the $12 hot
that
dog,
you can get at any
the $15
anywhere.
nachos. And so it's like I kind of get their boredom. You know, they wanted to take shots, they wanted to get loose, but I did, just to agree with you, I did think that the humping of the duck in front of everybody, I could see, you know, when they first started like playing around with the duck, that was fine.
Yeah, I was fine with that.
That was fine.
Yeah.
But when that was, like I said, that was in poor taste. I didn't like it.
When Barbie started telling us, which shout out to Barbie, because I think we realized after the show that she was Kelly from WWE.
Yeah.
Oh, is she really?
Yeah, so we got to get her in with Maria. We're gonna have to have
'cause
Maria.
There's a picture here actually in our studio with her and Maria.
Oh, we
So
should have taken that off
She's
the
a
wall.
wrestler?
She was a wrestler when she was talking
Barbie.
about that she
Yeah.
was in the WWE, and when
Wow.
she was the youngest female wrestler, and
I don't watch wrestling, so I wouldn't know.
so Melina Perez, she is a good friend of mine, and she was telling me how the women's league back in the day was really hard, and women got picked on.
I'm sure.
So Kelly, to say that she's the youngest girl in there, was interesting to hear her backstory. But then to kind of say like, well, and Olivia and Natalie are just like, you know, they pick on me just like, you know, it makes me feel like I'm back in the WWE again. Then to hear what Natalie had said last week about the ring comment, and she was like, that was totally taken out of context.
Right.
So now I'm looking at Barbie like, and I can't wait till she comes in to ask her this, like, what's the real issue?
Right.
Where does this
so
really
fill
stem
me in
from?
on what happened with the comments made.
So last week, Barbie was there with a ring. It was showing her ring off that Sheldon had given her, and Olivia
and I believe
Natalie
it wasn't
had.
Nicole.
Oh no, Natalie made a comment.
Yeah.
Well, they edited it to make her look like she said, "Oh, girl, like that's how big the ring is. Like that's small."
And then they kind of laughed, and that's what they cut.
So
the
on
scene.
camera it looks shady as hell,
Super
but then
shady.
in studio we asked, "Did that really go down that way?" She said no. Barbie
was the way it was
clearly
edited.
knew that we were joking about it and whatever. So it got edited that way. And I'm just looking at it like, how are they picking on you? Other than that one scene we saw,
Right.
you guys didn't want them to come in the Vegas hotel room. They wouldn't let them stay in the same hotel room as them because they're just girlfriends and they didn't want them around.
Oh, get out of here. Give me a break.
Well, the funny thing is, too, is I'm actually surprised that Barbie has as much problem with Olivia and Natalie that she does, because to me, she's actually very much similar to them.
I think they would actually
I think they
get
would
along.
be like a dope foursome. You know what I'm saying? So I'm
No
surprised.
sexual pun intended by
Well,
her.
it could be. Maybe.
No.
No, I'm not. I wasn't referencing that, but I'm saying. But now you put it in my head, so now I want to see it. But no, I'm saying. No, for real though, I feel like those four would be a lot of fun. You know what I'm saying?
I think so too.
So.
Because it don't. I feel like Barbie.
You not feeling that?
What, the foursome?
Well, I mean, I don't think she would
Not
be
a
feeling
literal
that.
foursome, but the foursome as them in hanging
I
out.
feel like Barbie would get along with them.
What I mean by foursome, I don't mean sexual. I mean foursome like
well, if that's your
homegirls.
thing, then by all means. But homegirls, I mean, yeah, I'm for it.
know
I'm
what I'm
all for women coming together.
Because Barbie
Fight
is
the good
outspoken. She seems like she's a lot of fun. Now, maybe because she's getting married now.
Wait, who would be
Sheldon,
the
and I wonder if
fourth?
Sheldon
Maybe-
has her pulled up.
Yeah, maybe. Because
Who would be
Sheldon's,
the fourth? If it's Barbie,
it would be Barbie, Nicole, Natalie, and Olivia.
which one is Nicole?
Nicole,
The
or
Kim
the three,
Kardashian
the Kim
looking one.
Kardashians. We
Oh, the
call
one
them
who
Kim
they all
the
did
new
the photo.
Kardashians.
Oh, the
Larry.
model.
Yeah,
That's
the three
Nicole
that
is
did
a
the
bad
photo
bitch.
shoot. Those three
Nicole is hot.
and Barbie the blonde as a crew.
Yeah, they would be. Yeah, I see it. I see it for them.
I see it.
No one would care about any of the other girls.
Nicole makes me
no,
want
they
to
would-
go on a juicing diet for a week.
Oh, she's beautiful.
And in person,
That's
it's
cheap.
In
just
person,
like,
she's even more beautiful. So all of them.
ridiculous.
Yeah.
Okay, so at the tattoo party, something that happened that we didn't talk about was that Larry walks in
Right.
and shaded the hell
Oh my god, his
out
fine
of
ass
Nicole.
was so mean.
Now, here's where it comes down to. In Vegas, we learned that Nicole has some jealousy issues. She doesn't trust the women around Larry, but Larry trusts her 100%.
Which is usually pretty much the
Did they
case
have
a lot
issues
of
with
times.
infidelity in the past?
We haven't heard
We haven't gotten that yet.
She said that she really has no reason to not trust him.
So
But-
why not trust him if you have no
Well,
reason?
I think
if there's no merit?
because here's the thing. I think from her perspective, she sees obviously her man is a professional athlete. She sees
And
the
he is
women,
fine.
and you think that he's fine, and you see
He is
You
fine.
obviously know that women are throwing themselves at him 24 hours a
Slingshotting
day.
them
He
panties.
could probably go to the gym or go to the gas station.
He could walk down the damn street.
And women gonna throw themselves at him. So
Slingshotting them
I'm sure
panties.
she's seen it, and she's probably witnessed it right in front of her face because women are very bold that way.
But
Can
she has
be.
to look in the mirror and see what she looks like and be like, oh, that's
No. Aside from that, if he's not directly reacting to it, if he's not putting
And he's not.
anything in question, what grounds do your not trusting him? They hold no merit.
Like she
Just
said
because
for him not to
women-
go out last week, and he left the table.
I'm calling BS.
and when
Jesse.
she went upstairs, he was sleeping in the bed.
He was.
I'm
He
calling
stayed home. He
BS
stayed
because
home.
you know what you sign up for prior to signing up for it. You know that when you get with a musician, a rapper, an athlete, you know what comes with that territory. So I don't really see grounds for you to be all, breaking out in hives about not trusting this man if you know it was clear and concise what you signed up for prior to signing up for it. And if you were naive enough to think that no man, no girls were going to be slingshotting those panties at your man, then you signed up for the wrong man.
And you
mean,
need to
that's
trust
true.
your man going into
Maybe
it.
you need to go get the local librarian because you're dating the wrong guy.
I mean, that's
even then,
That's what I said. I need to find me a man from McDonald's because I couldn't do an athlete like that.
now you speak for yourself, Jesse. I don't know.
Girl, I'm just kidding. I ain't
I don't
never
know
dated
about that
no one
Mickey
from
D's.
McDonald's, but I'm just saying somebody who got a regular, you know what I
Yeah,
mean? Because
yeah.
I'd be like, or we need to grow into it because I can't
Yeah.
just jump in this and all of a sudden I'm dating Trey Songz and like you got fucking
You said
gonorrhea
Trey
in your
Songz,
face.
so
like,
wow.
no.
Interesting
Now,
choice.
Sorry, I don't know why. I was
I'm
just
normally
trying to
not
think.
going to defend. I wouldn't defend Sean so much because the way that they've made him seem so far is that he shades her a little bit.
That he's a dick.
But he walked in. Who knows what was happening? You know what I'm saying? I've had those moments. You come in and you
There's a
something
camera
happened.
crew, living
There's a
room
camera
full of
crew.
women.
Where, you just want to get
Your
you-
boy
you're
is
tired,
there
your boy's
tattooing
there,
all the girls.
You're tired. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to talk to nobody. You just want to go to the bedroom and just be alone. You got 80 million people in your house. You know what I'm saying? So
It does happen.
It does happen. So that's what we caught with the camera.
Do these girls seem a little needy, over needy to you? Or just Ashley?
From what I've seen, no. And I don't even view Ashley as
Really?
needy. Honestly, I don't even view her as needy.
I don't view her as needy. I mean, I get what she needs, but I don't view her as needy. After 11 years, I
She
can't
is
call her
asking
needy.
the real questions that need to be answered. That's just how I look at Ashley.
Fair to
She's
say.
not doing anything that any any, other person wouldn't do. At least I don't think. If I was with a man for 11 years and engaged for 4 or 3 or however long their engagement has been,
and had a baby.
I'd be, asking the question, every once in a while too.
I have a nickname for the girls for the threesome.
All right, what is it?
The Nons, because they're non-wives, but they're also Natalie, Olivia, and Nicole.
That's cute. That's
pretty
creative of you.
That's very creative. That's very TLC of you.
Hey. Oh, okay. Thanks. All right. So we get to the Treats magazine shoot. This was kind of weird.
Yes.
So Larry's being difficult to Nicole, and she's really upset because he won't come by the video shoot, the magazine shoot, to say hi to her.
Right.
That seems a little needy to me.
That does seem needy.
I mean, it would have been nice if he came by. It was a little much that Natalie received flowers from her man.
Right.
And Nicole was like, where are my flowers?
I mean, we don't know what conversation they had prior to, first of all.
Like maybe he was right next door and he didn't stop by.
Or maybe they had talked about it. You know what I'm saying? Maybe he was going to be like, yeah, baby, got this shoot. Maybe I'll stop by. But then it also didn't help that Natalie.
I get Natalie and Nicole mixed up all.
Yeah, me
just
too.
the
I'm
names.
like, I have to think about it. I'm like, Natalie. But that Natalie got the flowers.
Natalie is the Jessie J haircut.
Yes. And the fact that she got the flowers, of course, it's going to be like, man, like my man knew I was going to be here too. Why didn't I get flowers? You know what I mean? I get it. I get it.
Well, no, because there are different rules and different stipulations for every relationship. Things that my man might do for me, yours might not do for you. And that's okay because we're not dating the same man.
Right.
And the same can be said for men. Things that, if I were a man, things that my girlfriend or my wife may do for me, your girlfriend or your wife may not do for you because everybody's different. So if she was feeling salty because on camera she didn't get any gifts dropped by the photo shoot, then so be it. She knows her man. She knew when she was getting dressed for that photo shoot not to expect no damn flowers, okay?
I mean,
she knew. Come on now.
So at the photo shoot, though, Olivia is nervous to get naked because she walks off because she feels fat. Olivia, girl.
Well, standing next to Nicole,
I looked at the three of them and I was trying to find fat in one
Olivia
place.
just has hips. That's all it is because she's not fat. But what I thought was interesting was she was so nervous about her own nudity and then ended up taking off the bottoms, which is unconventional.
No, like at least show your tits.
You
like,
normally show the girls,
bobage,
but
right.
she went from 0 to 100 real quick with taking off the bottoms. So I thought that was interesting that she was so nervous and so self-conscious, and even brought up how she
Natalie's
doesn't.
hand over her vajayjays.
Right, but even brought up how she doesn't wear bathing suits. She doesn't feel comfortable wearing bathing suits at hotels,
right,
and things like that. So for the bottoms to come off, I was watching like
I'm just looking at like, girl, who have you been dating? Because whoever you're dating needs to be telling you like, girl, you look amazing. She looked flawless in that.
She does.
All of them, the three of them, they took their pictures
girls.
looking like, damn, cater to you. I was just looking like the film, like the sparkles.
I want to get the issue that they
I
were
started
at.
doing some sit-ups while watching that.
Clench my stomach and
yeah.
And they got, listen, men like a flat stomach and hips, and they got it. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah.
Okay, so in between that scene, we got a scene of Ashley and Deshaun, who Deshaun didn't want to pay the meter because he'd rather pay the ticket.
And I know someone like that in LA. That's why his car keeps getting impounded, but
Ooh.
I'll hush up because yuck. But I thought that was douchey. Did y'all feel that? Like I just felt that was so douchebaggy. You can pay the $2 for the meter and go about your business, but to be on TV and act like you just balling,
that's what I was gonna say. That was like I'm gonna try and make it seem like I'm super balling.
I was like,
whether he is or not.
Was it too much of Ashley to be wanting Deshaun to ask about how the wedding's going? In my opinion,
no.
I feel like it's not. Wait, you don't think
you're a part of this?
Oh, see, but I feel like he's not a part of this. He's looking at it like, look, you've been hounding me down. You wanted this. Create the wedding. I'm playing the game. I proposed because you wanted me to propose. Because other than that, I know dudes who are I know friends who are in relationships where they just be chilling. But it's in like where I'm from, like Native American reservations, where they just be like, the girl is cool with it, the guy's cool with it, and eventually they'll get to that place.
But in this situation, more interactive.
But he's looking at like, look, I'm working. I'm out here traveling. I'm playing this. I'm giving you the $500,000 that you need to put this production on that you want the production. So in that mindset, it's like, girl, we had to come out to eat for you to sit here and tell me.
Where were they, by the way? We were trying to figure that out.
Yeah, Ashley, can you please send someone to leave us a comment as to where that was? Because
That's
that
a
chicken
Jamaican restaurant. It made me want.
It was Jamaican because I seen the back of that writing on the chair.
I want some plantains and some red beef.
And you know, if Deshaun traveling to North Hollywood to get him some.
Here's the thing: most guy friends that I have who have gotten married, honestly, they didn't give a crap about the organization of the wedding, the event planning of the wedding. All they really wanted to do, if they were signing a check, they signed a check, or they wanted to come in every once in a while and be like, "Hey, is everything cool?" and keep it moving. If they didn't see one invitation, I don't think color,
who's sitting next to who,
they didn't care. All they needed to know was
fish.
what time I need to show up, when's my bachelor party, and where do I get my tuxedo.
And you know what, that I can appreciate as a woman. I always say, as a tall woman with a boisterous personality, I always say that I am looking for the Greg leaks to my Nene leaks, because I need something like that. Like, that's just like the perfect, in my opinion, the perfect type relationship.
I feel like Greg gets involved though.
Greg does get involved, but he still lets what I mean, not to get off topic.
He
what
rides
I mean
for
is
Nene,
I don't need
decision.
2 lives of the party.
So you don't need
I'm
Peter.
The life of the
you don't
party.
want Peter.
Oh hell, me and Peter.
I'm sorry, no shade to Peter because I love Peter.
We don't need 2 lives of the
But
party.
Peter is the woman of the relationship when you think about it, because Cynthia will go with what Peter wants.
True.
Like I said,
Peter
I
would want to know what the invitation looked like.
He
would want to know. Yeah.
And
no
so,
shade to Peter.
just to
to
answer your question, because at first I came out the gate swinging, but when you both put it into perspective, I think she just wants him to be more involved. I think that she would appreciate if he talked more, because he doesn't seem excited to get married.
But Shar, you specifically said you knew what you were getting involved with.
That is true.
And so I just look at it like,
I stand by that too.
And I get what you're saying. In a normal relationship,
but
this
I need
isn't
you
a
to
normal
act
relationship.
like you want to get married to me.
But I don't, because in my mind, I look like we're already married. We've been together for 11 years. We have a kid. I'm not stepping out on you to what you know.
I need you to act like you want this ceremony, because
I get that.
I'm
it's
a justice
weird.
of the peace girl.
It freaks me out.
I'm a justice of the peace girl. We can go to justice of the peace, but I also sometimes, like, I go back and forth with the Kim Kardashian
$500,000
wedding.
This is not a justice of the peace.
No, that's what I'm saying. I could go for the Kim Kardashian, Chris Humphries type wedding. I would love that, but I'm just saying I see where she's coming from. You need to act like you want to have this ceremony, rather. Like you want to be my husband.
But Shar, come on. Don't you feel like... I mean, I get it 100%, but I feel like she's not delivering that conversation. I feel like every time she sits Deshaun down, it's like, hey, so like, I just don't understand why you don't care. Instead of being like, look, I'm not going to do this wedding. And if I don't do this wedding, and if I don't get this wedding, then me and Charlie are going to be getting ourselves a little condo outside, and we're going to be chilling, because you ain't acting like you want to be a part of this relationship. I get that we've been together for 11 years. I understand that everything's cute. Our apartment's clean. Our kids proper. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, I have a ring on my finger, but it don't mean nothing, because there was no ceremony. There was no... Thank you.
I mean, coming from a male's perspective...
that's that throwback.
That's a throwback you did. But here's the thing. At the end of the day, Deshaun, I mean, I hope that this, like you said, this reality show's probably been taped 2 years ago. I hope that they've worked it out since
I don't think it was taped 2 years ago.
Or a year ago or whatever.
I'm just talking about when they proposition it to them.
When they get the cast together.
But here's my point with this. Deshaun don't really want to get married.
No,
because if Deshaun really wanted to get married after 11 years, he would get married. And Deshaun is... the ring is the pacifier for a small child who's crying. You know what I'm saying? So he is pacifying the situation.
That is the real shit.
That's the real shit right there.
That is.
You know what I'm saying?
I'd be scared to have Ashley in here.
No, I love Ashley, and I hope that it all works out. But I'm saying, like,
he's stringing her along.
I'm not. A man will do what a man really wants to do, as long as
you watch Love and Hip Hop Atlanta?
I sometimes do, secretly.
I do.
Does he give you a little bit of Young Jock?
I could give you that.
Like, he could be totally just like...
And I'm sure he's super charming.
I don't know, because I look at Young Jock as trash. I don't know Deshaun well enough.
Okay, well, I don't mean to say it like that. I don't think he's 100% like Young Jock, but like when I say Young Jock, like last night on the reunion, I feel like Young Jock was in any way creating a lie to make that specific person happy.
Yes.
And I'm wondering if when Deshaun was talking to her, it just kind of like, and then that arrogance about the meter thing. And I know that's such a small thing, but if you pay attention to little things, you can kind of put a piece together. And I'm just wondering
that rubs me the wrong way. I was literally looking in the screening room, and I was like, really? I think I might have said something. Did I say something? Really? You want to pay? I don't know. I don't like I love a confident man, but there's a fine line.
But I want a confident woman too, and I want a woman that's going to come in
and
here. And
Ashley's a little weak.
And she needs to pull it up. I'm sorry. I just
She's
feel
a
like
little
that.
weak.
On that note, let's head to predictions.
And now, your AfterBuzz TV.
Prediction. I feel like we at like the Disney haunted house.
It is.
All right, now, and this is what I've been waiting for. Olivia versus Barbie. Where you think the T gonna go? Well, they're gonna sit down. I don't want to say verse. They're gonna sit down and have a conversation. Like, girl, why don't you like me?
Yeah.
Do we have to see Olivia and Barbie?
Is Adriana Lima, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
And Barbie is
I'll
Kelly
let you go
WWE.
first.
I mean, I think that at the end of the day, I think that Barbie and Olivia will end up being friends. That's what I think.
I want that to happen.
I think it's gonna happen. I think once they sit down and go, you have a little battle sometimes. There's been lots of people that, when you're similar to someone, that's when you battle with them. You know what I'm saying?
That is true.
And so I think there's so much alike that once they sit down and maybe have a real conversation, a lot of the stuff that's being said will disappear. That's my prediction.
What you think?
I'll piggyback off of that and say I can see that too, because they do have a lot in common, but when you do directly mirror someone, the conflict typically does happen. But if they do not end up being friends, I think I'm Team Olivia.
I'm always Olivia.
Over
Olivia's
Team Barbie.
Beat for
Over
the
Team
gold.
Barbie, because I feel like Barbie, just from what I've seen, she has a little bit of hateration in her, and I don't like that.
50-50 right now. I like Barbie and I like Olivia. I gotta meet them both in person to see. But
I do have to meet Barbie in person because honestly,
I like Barbie though. I like
on
Barbie.
the carpet.
I like her too, but she seems a little like within this past episode, she seemed, even prior to the whole humping of the duck, she seemed like as soon as they walked in, it was kind of like instant mood change, and and she just kind of side eyeing them while she's sipping her drink or whatever. And I didn't. Who wants that energy?
But she probably still has a little bit of hostility. When somebody calls your ring small, wouldn't you, you know what I'm saying, have a little bit more hostility towards those people that called your ring small? You know what I'm saying? I'm a Leo. I hold grudges. I would remember those comments.
Oh, well, happy belated birthday.
Thank you. But I
missed the first episode, but I'm just calling from what I saw
from what you see tonight. So, and it's hard for me because I saw the first episode, second one, and then even meeting them on NBC carpets. So Barbie was the first person I met. I met Barbie and Sasha together. Sasha was a little just like she is on the show.
Is that the asymmetrical bob?
Yes.
Asymmetrical.
But Barbie, I instantly fell in love with her. And then when I found out she was Kelly the wrestler, it made sense as to why, this bitch knows how to act on camera. She knows how to act with media people. Like, she knows how, because instantly I felt like, Barbie's my bitch. Like, I could go out for some drinks with Barbie and be kicking it.
She seems cool. I mean, she seems like that girl.
But then when I sat next to the nuns, I was just like, I love these bitches. These are the bitches. They came in all black too. The other girls all had fancy colors on and all that. But then
you're right.
the nuns came in all different, totally different types of outfits, but they were all black.
Like Destiny's Child.
I was looking like the Kardashians.
Or the Kardashians.
They gave me Kardashians on that day, specifically.
That's nice.
I mean, like I said, I'm already a little
Were the
biased
Kardashians
because
there?
No, they were not, but I'm already biased.
Malika and Khadijah were
Khadijah,
for the Dash Dolls. But I'm already biased because Nicole and Natalie were here and they were everything in the studio. So, you know what I'm saying? Wow. So I'm already biased. They set the tone for us last week. It's like
you guys can check out my Instagram at DJ Jesse J. I have a picture of the girls looking like.
I thought I was looking at Kylie Jenner.
The new Kardashians. Honestly, like Nicole is just.
And they're Native American. And what's the other one?
They have something, a Canadian tribe.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
Okay, and then we get Barbie versus the Asian chick.
Yeah, who we don't know who the Asian chick is right now.
I'm excited to find out.
I can't wait to find out.
And then we get Deshaun versus Ashley.
It's gonna be
one more time. Are you in this?
Deshaun will always win. He'll always win with that. Ashley ain't going nowhere.
No, she's not going nowhere.
On that note, we want to thank you guys for tuning in. Make sure you guys hit us up every week at AfterBuzz TV on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. Hit us up also on iTunes. Subscribe, rate us 5 stars. We're going to have some more guests for you guys coming up. You guys can tweet me at DJ Jesse J.
Shar says so on everything, Instagram, Twitter, all that good stuff.
You can find me at Derrial Christon on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. Also on Black Hollywood Live, our sister company. Check us out there with all of our programming. Jesse and I do a lot of shows there as well.
Yes, make sure you guys check out This Week and Reality Check if you want all the reality tea. Until next week, same time, same place. Peace.
From executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
Buzz you later.
From executive producers Maria Menounos,
The views
Kevin
expressed herein are those of the
Undergaro,
hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.